But actually, GM, good morning. Hello, people with faces and eyes that are watching video. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with us, right? Because here we go. Yes. Right, this is what we are doing right now. Oh no, it says stream offline. Wait a minute.
Oh,
wait. No. Nope, it's a working.
It's working. Okay, wait. Where do we share the stream on X so people can see?
We're such pros. Look at this.
Very professional.
Oh my god.
Did the Good News Show? Oh yeah, Good News Show shows live on X. If you go to Good News Show on X, you'll see us. Oh, I see us.
You see us?
We are.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna repost. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it up in the bird's nest.
But here's the question: can people hear us, or are they hearing like crazy echoes? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. We're building while we're flying.
Building the plane in the air as we speak. I promise we're going to get this right, but bear with us.
So here's the problem, is that we can't really bring anybody up because we're going to get like a crazy echo.
Yeah.
So part of what we're doing just for the first part of the show is we are creating video content, just to do all the things. And then we'll do the interview with Sarah Script, and then we'll circle back after that and talk about the. Oh, I just got a big head in the screen. I gotta remember I'm on camera. All the things I normally do.
Can people let us know in the comments anywhere who are watching the video if you're getting crazy audio feedback or not? If you're hearing like things double, hopefully not. Yeah. Oh my god. Here we are. All right, we'll do the official stuff in a minute, but before we do that, let's just make sure we're functioning in all of the places. I think we are. I think we actually did this. Although it does say not live on Lonely, but yet I see us. This is so strange.
Yep. I'm looking at myself looking down at my phone.
It's so weird. So weird. All right. So I don't know what's happening with Unlonely, but it does say viewer POV. So I think it's okay. I do see us on there. Can we move like a... It says stream is offline though. What the heck? All right. Oh, no crazy audio feedback, but Rad sounds very quiet.
Oh, I sound quiet?
Can't hear Rad. Can't hear Rad.
You can't hear me?
Rad, just make sure you're not muted on the video.
No, I'm not muted. Audio.
It's weird. Might need a new carburetor. Thanks, Ron.
I know what it is.
You got it?
It's trying to pull my AirPods, but I'm on X with my AirPods. Did that help? Do we have any thumbs up that it helped?
Can people let us know in the video chat? GM Creatress and GM Ron. This is kind of cool if we can get it right, because there's 30 people watching the live stream right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
right. Let us know if you can hear Rad. And we're going to get started, I promise, any minute now. See, it's only 11:05, and we almost got it.
We almost got it.
Almost.
It's almost ready for the disco song.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how the hell we're going to pull that off. So
I don't know either, unless we get one of the features.
Sounds better. Okay.
Octopus DJ in here.
Yeah, I think. Oh my God, DJ Octo. All right. Well, good morning and welcome to the Good News Show. We are doing all of the things. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy April 1st. I am Rachel Wilkins, your guide to the most exciting developments in emerging technology. And this is my co-host, Rad, Laser, Falcon, on whichever side she appears right now. Rad, let's do official intros like real professors.
Oh, okay. Let's go. I have to read mine. I don't have it memorized.
That's all right. I have to read mine too. Shout out to everybody in the Twitter space. I see Nate, Rhett, Statuette, Matt, Miss Maya, Crix. Very cool to see everybody.
Yeah.
All right, go for
Matthew
it, Brad.
Cherry. Yeah, well plug. I've written so many friends. Hi, all friends. Okay, I'm Rad Laser Falcon. I work as a creative director and a brand strategist for enterprise and as a fine art consultant since 2021. I've worked with large generative NFT projects and prominent artists way before Web3. I led a fully remote creative agency for over 15 years and worked with clients you may have heard of, from Oprah, W Hotels, Adidas, etc., smaller companies championing social good, and some that were even using blockchain. I've won a host of international awards for my work, and I've been featured in publications such as Brand Week, Ad Week, and the Best of US Advertising, to name a few. But I'm most passionate about helping people in the promise of equity that building the Web3 community brings. I'm a frequent contributor to conferences and panels for Web3, and I've co-produced many educational events in LA. You can find me on all the things as Rad Laser Falcon everywhere.
She's awesome. She's kind of a big deal, folks. I love how Rad just like randomly throws in like Oprah, the W Hotel, as some brands you might have heard of. She's a big deal, folks, and I'm so excited to kind of make this a little bit more official. We're going to be co-hosting just going forward because I don't know a better co-host than this woman. She's awesome. So we're going to be doing lots of really cool things together. We're going to be doing some stuff on Farcaster. I'm going to talk about Farcaster today. But we also have some announcements about ways that you can actually get more involved in the show as well. So very excited about that, Rad. We're gonna get into the good stuff. But let me give my intro. Where are we? I also have to read it because we can remember all of the things. So I'm Rachel Wilkins. I am a proud member of the TIMEPieces Community Council, managing partner of Audio Galleries, and co-founder of Artiversity. And over the last decade, I've had the privilege of working with over 8,000 artists across 16 cities worldwide with my company, Conception Arts. And my belief in the power of creators and innovators shaping our world in Web3 is unwavering. As an advisor, I specialize in Web3 strategy for a select group of for-profit and non-profit organizations. And I've actively promoted Web3 at institutions like UCLA and the New Museum. And in 2022, launched this show, The Good News Show, driven by a passion to spotlight and celebrate those that are forging a positive path in this extraordinary new technology ecosystem. So a little housekeeping. On today's episode, we will be unpacking the latest tech headlines and engaging in thought-provoking conversation with special guests. If this is your first time tuning into The Good News Show, a big warm welcome to you. We are thrilled to have you with us on this Monday morning. Drop us a hello in the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from, if you have any positive news that you are celebrating yourself. And we will be highlighting some of your positive thoughts throughout the show. And just remember, our show is not just about delivering news. It's about building a community that is passionate about tech breakthroughs and the remarkable minds behind it. I think I got a little ruggedy rug there because my phone was ringing. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
But Rad.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Well, first of all, how are you feeling about this whole setup we got going here?
I love it. I think it's super fun. I love to see your face. There's something really lovely about seeing someone when they're speaking. I mean, it's kind of wild that we have like the X format that's like radio, like morning radio is still in 2024. So I'm pretty excited about the live streaming, and I think it would be really cool to be able to get more folks on the live streaming for interviews and things like that. As we figure out what the heck it is we're doing and like work out the kinks. I think it'd be really fun.
I think our usual Good News Show friends that are usually on the stage with us, just bear with us while we figure this out, because I think what we're going to do is just do this for like 30 minutes with the video, and then we're going to just jump back into the Twitter space and get everybody back on the stage. So this is kind of a trial run. If we find a way to make this work where we can actually get our regular folks up on the stage with us, I think that would be super cool.
Super cool.
And equally as chaotic.
Yes.
But yay. Okay,
Yeah.
Rad is echoing on my end. I think that might be because I have your audio on here.
Oh,
Darn
when
it.
you were checking it to see if I was
Yeah.
on
I think I
on
need
the
headphones to make that happen, but here we are. Here we are. So hopefully we are streaming on Lonely as well. Although I don't see it working, but you know what? We're just gonna roll. We're gonna roll. So let's get into it. We should probably talk
Yeah.
about some good news.
Let's talk about some news. Do you want to kick
Wait,
off
actually, sorry, I have
Yes?
crazy ADHD today. Can I just say, I just made this gigantic pot of coffee, and it's Jimena Buena Vida coffee.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah, this is from Denim Coffee. If anybody from Denim is watching, this is my first roll of the Jimena Buena Vida coffee. So you're gonna get to witness the taste test in person. But you won
Amazing.
some of their coffee, Rad.
I did, and you know what? I'm not allowed to drink coffee by my doctor. So it will be gifting. I'll be gifting it. Where's the news? I'm looking for it.
All right.
I can't find it.
Oh shoot, I should probably share it. Hold on.
Oh yeah. I was like,
Very hot mess today, folks. Did we mention? Happy April Fool's Day. Did anybody get tricked into anything?
No,
today?
but I got so many Easter surprises. So I was
Really?
talking to Danko, and I was like, he was like, Happy Easter. And I'm like, well, this is bullshit because I don't get a basket. And he was like, I gotta run to Lowe's really quick. And I was like, okay. So then that was on Saturday. And then Sunday, everywhere I went, like I went to my computer and there was like a little Easter egg treat. The Easter Bunny put weirdly some Humboldt fog cheese, which is like one of my favorite cheeses, and some gourmet
The Easter
olives.
Bunny brings cheese?
Humboldt fog cheese and gourmet olives in the refrigerator somehow.
Wow.
But then, like everywhere I was going, that was not what do you call it? Where shelf stable items could be. There was like all these places that I normally go. I would open up, and then there would be a treat. So I have this accumulate. I took a picture.
Sweet.
I'll post it later of all this my little stockpile of treats. But
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
the Easter Danko came.
The Easter Danko. That is extremely sweet. I ate my body weight in mini eggs. I'm not proud of it, but
wait,
it
what are
happened.
mini eggs? What are those?
What?
Yeah, show me. Put it on the camera. I don't know what those are.
Well, I ate them all, so I can't put them on the camera.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that they are delicious chocolate in a little candy shell that are just so delightful. All right, I am sharing the good news.
I never got candy as a child, so I only kind of know what was on TV. And like, yeah, I know. I had carob and banana chips. My
I want
parents
to
were
go and
kinda
hug
hippies.
the child version of you so bad and like give her a bag of candy because
I know.
dear God, give this little Rad some hugs and some candy. Wow. Well,
I learned about a lot of candies from Danko's art because he does all
that's
the
right.
the retro and graphic design kind of influence stuff. So he'll always be getting reference, and he'll be like, "Remember this candy?" And I'm like, "I don't, but it looks really cool."
So good. All right, I have pinned the news. No, I haven't. Hold on.
No.
Let's do it. It should be pinned. And forgive the snorting noises in the background. It's Frank. And everybody, you'll be glad to know that Frankie is feeling better. Thank you for the love. He's on the mend. All right, news should be up top.
I don't see it.
It's
see
coming
it.
from the Time account, not from me.
Time.
It might be
Okay.
confusing.
Okay.
Believe me, I'm trying to send it to all of the places.
You're doing the best. You're doing the best.
Doing the best that I can. I think we should talk about the news about the show first, because God knows we might lose people if we keep having this these tech challenges.
I like train wrecks. I mean, if nobody's hurt. So
You like train wrecks because you're hanging out with me. That's what you really wanted to say.
I still don't see the news on time. Oh wait, hold up. TIMEPieces. Jeez Louise.
Should I read
Okay,
it?
here we go. Yeah, go ahead. I'll read the second one.
Okay, perfect.
Keep it moving.
So, the Good News Show, in collaboration with Timepieces, is taking its weekly broadcast to new heights through the Unlonely app and has introduced an innovative membership initiative, the Good News Club. Woo! Hee-hee. Breaking news, leveraging HyperSub for membership options. This club is designed as a beacon of positivity in the digital world, bypassing traditional crypto hurdles to provide a streamlined experience filled with good vibes, engaging content, and unique opportunity for its members. With a storied background of over 300 episodes featuring crypto pioneers and digital art luminaries, the club promises access to exclusive content, community meetups, and special surprises, all facilitated through HyperSub's seamless membership platform. In addition to the club, the Good News Show is launching the Good News VIP Room, offering a unique platform for partners to gain significant exposure and interact directly with an enthusiastic audience. This program promises partners prime placement in the weekly show and strategic sessions with yours truly and Red Laser Falcon to maximize your engagement and impact. And by embracing blockchain technology and partnering with HyperSub for its membership services, the Good News Show is expanding its reach and strengthening its community ties by providing a dynamic space for optimism and innovation in the tech world. That's our news, folks.
So exciting. Woo! I don't know how to do the whatever, but
the emoji hands. Well, I should probably go grab the link while we talk about it, but let's talk about your involvement, because you're essentially joining me to help me drive this forward and being a more permanent fixture. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think something that you've been hovering around a long time that I think is really compelling is the idea of obviously good news, but this like kind of positive mindset around things. And it's something that is, I think we can all agree, is sorely lacking in the world of everything from like entertainment to news reporting to the way that we position history and all of those kinds of things. We just tend to have this kind of like pejorative, negative viewpoint. And, the way to move forward is to improve inputs. So many people get like worried or have anxiety around AI and things like that. So, and they say, oh, okay, well, there's this racial bias and there's this kind of negativity and all this kind of stuff. They have to realize that's because of the data that is already, it's scraping from, it's pulling from. So if we want a more optimistic future, if we want to like be focused on positivity, on progress, on innovation, on all of these things that we're hoping for, we can't just sit on our hands and hope for this better tomorrow. We have to improve the inputs. So I think by amplifying strategies, amplifying access, amplifying all of these kinds of things that build towards optimism, that build towards this optimistic future in all the ways, identifying partners, identifying key stakeholders, identifying people who are interested in this future, right? Who are going to be active. That's what this is all about. And I think you and I have conversations around this all the time. Like, you cannot just, like, and I don't think we do, but I think a lot of folks get into this cycle of like being sad about it. And I think you and I, we talked about the other day, and we're like, no, we're FUD busters. Like,
we are FUD busters. We're claiming that. We're claiming that title, hashtag FUD busters.
FUD busters.
In fact,
so
you're going to laugh, Rad, because when you said it to me the other day, I wrote it on a sticky. And for those who are watching the video,
oh, yes.
FUD buster.
FUD
you heard
buster.
It here first. That's what we're here to do. But carry on.
Yeah, so but I think more than just talking about it, you have to take action. You have to solidify it somehow. You have to put it into the data stream. You have to put it into those inputs. You have to get it into all these different places, because as viral as we can be with negativity, we can be viral with positivity. We can switch that, we can switch that mechanism off. And, I read these articles recently because they're doing all these studies on animals and the way they talk. They're able to measure language. And one of the funny things is most of the language that they measure from animals when they really are talking a lot is danger and scared and this and that. And so do we want to be animals or do we want to be elevated? And so we have to change our level of discourse. it also gets into neurolinguistic programming, right? So the more that we focus on negative things, the more that we see negative things, the more, I was reading The Element last night, and it was talking about these studies of people who perceive themselves as lucky and unlucky. And they set it says in Britain, they set a 5-pound note on the ground, and then they had actors in a cafe, and they sent the person in who says they're lucky. They immediately found the 5-pound note. They bought a coffee for themselves. They bought a coffee for the next person next to them, had this wonderful conversation, and they had connection. And then they studied the unlucky person, and they walk right over the 5-pound note, buy their coffee, leave, says nothing is remarkable about their day. And so even though that's a small sampling, I think that's a really good proof of when we start to position in our mind positive things, positive concepts, then we start seeing them everywhere. And so I think that's a lot of the conversations that you and I have been having, like, how can we your coffee cup.
Oh, you only just saw that?
I only just saw that. That's what
For
we're
those who
talking
are
about.
watching, I'm sorry. For those who are listening and not watching, I just took a sip out of my cup and it says
A hot cup of awesome. And if that is not like so chef's kiss of what you are, you are a hot cup of awesome. But yeah, so if any of the things that I've said are, thank you, love. Thank you, friend. If any of the things I've just said resonate with you, this is something that we hope that you'll join us on, and that you'll keep an eye on and help. Even if you don't want to join this, like, nobody has to join it. Like, it could be us, right? Just the two of us.
Yeah,
we're happy. We're happy. But if you did want to join, like, there's ways that we want to start trying to bring this into the world in a really significant way. And it may sound daunting to just be like two people with this idea, but I think this room is testament in X to, like, these kinds of thoughts resonate, and hopefully they do, and hopefully you'll want to participate and you'll want to join us for the good news.
Sound like preachers.
Yeah.
Well, here's the really awesome thing. So I have been spending time on Farcaster. Obviously, Farcaster has been in the news a lot, and I've got to know, some of the people that are building applications on top of the Farcaster protocol. That's about the limit of my tech language, so let's just not go any further with that. But I got to know Johnny from Hypersub. The company behind Hypersub is called Fabric. And I was kind of poking around a little bit with it. Prof Word is using it for her show. A couple of other artist friends are using it. And I just love how seamless it is and how little friction there is. But the really exciting part of this, and I think this has always been something that has been a part of my ethos with this show, is like, I want to bring people with us. I want the people who have been supporting the show to be a part of its success. And so what we've been able to do with Hypersub is designate 10% of the revenue for everything that we take in from memberships to go back to the community. So it's a little techie how this works, but it's all transparent and you can go see it on the website. So essentially there's a 10% pool, and the way the pool is split up is based on, number one, how early you got your subscription and how long you get a subscription for. So just to put this into perspective, our price point is 0.003 ETH. So it's about $9 a month. So if you come in and you're like, I'm just coming in for 1 month, great, awesome. But if you were coming in and saying, hey, I'm here for 12 months and I'm signing up right now today, you'd be one of the first and you would be in for a long period of time. So you would actually have a bigger split of that. I don't want to call it an equity pool, a commission pool. I don't know.
Commission, probably like more commission. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, how cool is this model that, like, if anybody, and I'm not saying it's going to happen for us, but like, say an artist does this, and I highly recommend that artists go take a look at this. I'm going to give a link for you to do that. But if you're an artist and you say, hey, I'm starting up a Hypersub and I'm going to reward my collectors every month with airdrops or whatever else, you can actually then reward the people who sign up by potentially, not only will they potentially get their submission for free, but they could end up profiting from being an early holder. So essentially you're betting on the person. You would be, you'd be betting on us.
Yeah, bet on
basically.
us.
But we thought that was such a cool way
Yeah.
to be able to kind of bring everybody with us on this journey. So so I pinned it up to the nest. But what are we going to do? We're going to do some cool things. We're going to do meetup.
Yes, meetup. We're doing virtual meetups.
Yep.
We're doing consultations with us too.
Wait, that's the big one.
That's the big one.
Let's not give that one away just yet.
Yeah.
No. Well, with the basic. Okay, so this is the Good News
basic,
Club.
Yeah, do the basic. Yeah.
We're gonna do a monthly Zoom, so where we can all just get together, so anybody who's in the club can come hang out. We are going to do. Maybe I should just pull it up so I can actually see and remember.
Yeah. I mean, like you're trying to give yourself a pop quiz, and I appreciate that.
Well, we just, full disclosure, only really threw this together kind of last minute, but we're going to do in-person meetups. We're going to have special deals, prizes, and first dibs for allow lists and opportunities that come to us. And we're going to airdrop one unique piece of art every month. And then there will also be a token gated swag shop as well. That's hard to say.
Token gated swag shop. Oh, it's hard to say with a British accent.
Apparently.
Token gated swag shop. Yeah, it's harder with a British accent. Yeah.
So that's very exciting. But then the other thing that we have put together, which is not actually out yet, we're probably going to roll it out this afternoon, is this VIP program. And really just to streamline opportunity for people to have access, be able to come and promote their products, their drops, their art, whatever else. And we wanted to make it an easy onboarding way to do that with an accessible advertising price point.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about that a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we save it?
Well, let's save it. Let's get back to the news. This is not a shill space, but if anybody wants to hear about it, we're totally shilling. But you know what the thing is I think that it's just a streamlining actually, because I think you and I individually get hit up constantly, and so to try to navigate our regular workflow, and then to try to what is this going to be and what's this going to be, and to say, okay, let's put some bookends on this thing, put some manageable expectations on this is what you get and this is what you put into it. I just think it makes it easier for everybody, because it's like I find that a lot of times I just kind of don't have time to play ping pong with some of these things. So I think getting it all streamlined into one place makes a lot of sense. And maybe it's crickets. Nobody wants. Who knows?
It's entirely possible that it could be crickets.
There if you want it. If you want it, it will be the most positive, optimistic crickets you've ever seen.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I think, we were testing our audio and doing all this on the fly as we were coming in. It's like, I think that we have permission in Web3 to kind of build the plane in the air.
Yeah.
And I think there's also beauty in learning out loud with this stuff, because people can, hopefully people in the audience or people who are listening can get, gain some knowledge from our wins and failures as well, and decide
and
how
learn
you want
something
to move forward.
Learning about hypersub. I mean, it's such a cool thing. And so that's the hope is that you'll come along for our learnings. We're learning all the time. We get a lot of access to cool stuff kind of before anyone else does. So we want to share it. We want to make sure that we're not just, hodling for ourselves.
Hodling, indeed. In fact, talking of getting access to cool stuff, let's do this DGen story.
Oh, yeah. DGen, you want me to read it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, DGen, empowering Farcaster users and enriching blockchain innovation. DGen is offering a new community-focused Layer 3 blockchain dedicated to fostering innovation within the Farcaster ecosystem. This groundbreaking development was marked by the distribution of a second round of airdrops to users of Warpcast, a popular application on Farcaster. If you haven't heard about it, get on it right away. Over the weekend, generating a surge in user engagement. Created by the pseudonymous founder, Jacek. Is that how you say it? Jacek?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. It sounds like it, maybe. And infrastructure provider Syndicate, it is designed to serve as a vibrant playground for developers and users alike. With over 53,000 DGen holders engaging in more than 553,000 transactions since January. My goodness. The chain emphasizes quality content and rewards. Its integration with cutting-edge technologies like Arbitrum's orbit architecture and Ethereum's Layer 2 base ensures an ultra-low-cost experience, encouraging a wide range of on-chain experiments from games to applications, all while prioritizing enriching user experiences and connections. This initiative is particularly good news as it not only democratizes access to blockchain development tools via Syndicate's free plan, but also champions a community-centric approach to blockchain exploration, promising a future where the value lies in shared experiences and innovative, engagement models rather than mere token valuation. This is a really cool thing. Like, the more I use it is like super cool. It feels more authentic, I feel like, than almost any social media platform I've ever seen personally.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, I think a lot of things. I think that I regret not listening to Prof. Werder about a year ago when she was like, you should be here. And I was like, yeah.
Wait, we were there. We just weren't using it. We got it immediately.
Because I'd probably be a millionaire right now, honestly, if I had taken her advice. Right? But that's okay. It wasn't my time. It's never my time. No, God damn it.
It is your time. It's your time.
It is. I'm embracing it. But what happened was probably 2 months ago, I was like, okay. And I think a lot of people have experienced that. You get to Farcaster and you're like, I feel like,
what do I do?
A stranger in a weird land. Where's all my friends?
Where's my friends? I'm speaking into the void.
Right. And so it feels weird, but then I also remember that Twitter used to feel weird. And so I was like, just stick it out and just show up and just try and find your people. And Prof said to me, she said, just don't think of it as a social media. So don't broadcast, but instead think of it more like a LinkedIn incubator social network. So just like engage and make connections. And when you take that approach and you think about, all right, I'm going to follow everybody back who follows me. I'm going to get to know people. I'm going to try and have meaningful conversations. I'm going to find my tribe. It is a really cool space to be.
Yeah.
And I've found it to be like really altruistic. And also, like, if you need help, if you just, struggling, like the other day, I was like, how the heck do I stream, 2 guests on Lonely? Like, how do I do it? And within a matter of minutes, I had like 2 people giving me instructions on how to do it. So I'm like, this is the like optimistic playground that we've been looking for.
And because you can only log in with seed phrase on one device, it means you can't get all these like crazy bot accounts and stuff like that. So you're like dealing. I mean, there are people who make stupid accounts. Like, who knows why they want to do that? But it's far less prolific than we've seen on other social media platforms. And it also feels very intimate, I think, in my opinion. It feels like very intimate. I haven't posted much, but I'm a lurker. I'm always on any kind of social media platform. I'm a lurker usually.
And you're also live streaming there right now. So yay. But the DGen thing is really crazy. So there's a couple of people that we got to thank here. Obviously, Prof for kind of blue pilling, red pilling us. Which one is it? Blue pilling? Red pill?
Red pill. Red pill.
I don't know.
I think it's red.
I'm lost.
I think it's red pill. Yeah.
But also
it's red pill. Yeah.
It's red pill. Brock was
been
like
shouting from the rooftops.
Yeah. He was like, oh my God, my wife just commented, magical internet money.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. Because so a couple of 8 weeks ago, something like that, Brock sent me a link and he goes, hey, go click on this link and see if you have any airdrops. And I was like, sure. Clicked on it, got a nice little airdrop. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's a couple of $100. Great money that I didn't even know that I had. And then we all got an airdrop this weekend. I'm not going to talk about amounts, but it was magical internet money and it was significant. And so I think this ecosystem that we've been building here, I'm sorry, Elon, I'm going to say it, but we've been slugging on Twitter, creating content, doing shows, over 300 hours of Twitter spaces, and never made a single dime,
penny.
Right?
Yeah.
Yet we go here for 2 months. We show up in the same authentic way, and we've been rewarded significantly for doing
And
that.
speak about how you get rewarded, because that's what's really important. People don't understand is that you get rewarded for engagement, and you get rewarded by your peers. And so it's not like this crazy like media empire that decides to bless you or doesn't decide to bless you, or brand partnerships or whatever. This is actually your peers going like, I like the stuff that you're making and it's adding value to me and I appreciate it. And so I just feel like that's like mind blowing, and kind of like I feel like how it should have been from the get go, instead of these social media giants like just getting insane wealth while mining your data and never sharing a penny with you and being very extractive, and in the process your mental health goes down, and so, like all this like very extractive negative outcomes, where Farcaster, at least for right now, for me, for my experience, has been like nothing but positive and very optimistic in terms of like the approach and the ways that creators are authentically rewarded within the ecosystem.
Yes. So how that works is you get a tip allowance every day, and you have 24 hours to spend that tip allowance, and then it's like reassigned every single day. And up until airdrop 2, for the last 2 weeks, I had 4,000 to give away every day, which is over $100 right now, but at the time it was like $70. So I could give away $70 every single day, 7 days a week, to whoever I wanted. And I'm telling you, the act of like, what I would do is each night I would go to the art channel and I would just scroll through. I would look for who didn't have a huge amount of engagement or who wasn't a big name, and I would just tip them. And I'm like, this is real magical internet money that people can go to an exchange and cash out. And this is like nirvana. Like, isn't this what we've all dreamed of? A place where creators can go, be rewarded, be celebrated. Like it just, I do have some concerns, because I will say that what I've seen the last week, or at least since the weekend of all the drops, is obviously a mass influx of people, which is great.
Sure.
And I've also seen some, I guess, engagement farming hacks with the tips. Like, hey, I'm going to give away my entire Twitter allowance today to somebody who tags 5 people, blah, blah, blah. That's going to ruin it for me. But we're going to see it. You're going to see that behavior, because humans will be humans, right?
Yeah. Well, and hopefully maybe because they can take away your tips, right? Like, so maybe there's some moderation. Maybe there's some moderation. Story. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Just
talk about like building out loud. Don't do what I did. So thank God for Symbiotech, because I tweeted something.
Is he in here?
I casted something the other day, and Symbiotech was like, stop putting the $sign. I was like, what is he talking about? I have to put the $sign to tip. But what I did was,
oh my God,
I put in an announcement, and I said, hey friends, today I'd like to tip my entire balance to one person. Tag someone underneath who could really use a lift. But what I made the mistake of doing is I wrote my full allowance, which was 4,100 DGen, and I put the $sign in front of DGen. So basically I tipped myself my full balance like a big bozo.
Oh boy.
And so don't do that, whatever you do. But definitely take a look at Farcaster. I think it's worth a look. What do you think, Rob? You've been on, 2 or 3 days properly now?
Yeah. I mean, like, I've had the account forever, but I didn't really do anything with it. Because, if I can get my handle on something, I'm going to be the first person to get it. Just so I can be Rad Laser Falcon on all things. I don't want to be Rad Laser Falcon 64. But yeah, I like it. I really like it. It's fun too to see what people are creating. There's so much cool stuff. Like, there's frames, and we can get into like a whole show about it later, but you can actually build apps on top of it. And so Brock built a really cool frame for Pop Wonder. There's like really cool apps. Like, you can build these, like somebody built a frame on there where it will show you how much of your tip you've used for the day, because it doesn't show you in Farcaster. Like, you just kind of have to guess. It shows you like your balance and what you can tip and stuff. So there's like you can build these like strange little apps, like just within imagine it was like a post, like a Twitter post, but you could build an app that's in the post that does things. Like the thing he built for Pop Wonder was like a rock, paper, scissors thing, I think, wasn't it? But like it's really, really cool, the things that you can build in there. So I just feel like it's such a much more robust experience. And it's what I think we should have had in social media, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, instead of just like the same, like, oh, wow, we have video now in social media. Whoa. Like, come on. That should have been like year 3. You know, it should have been year 2, year 3, you know, for all this kind of stuff. It just feel like social media moves so slowly and far. I mean, Warpcast is an apt title. It's a really good brand nomenclature, because it's like, it blows my hair back. I mean, I had to get Danko involved because Brock was blowing my hair back. I couldn't keep up. He's like, and you could do this and you could do this. And I'm like, I need a Danko interpreter to like help me understand, because it is like so much. Like, Danko's IT support. So he's not only an artist, but like also an incredible technologist as well. You wouldn't believe it. Like nobody who meets him is like, he's an artist, because it's like his motto is discipline equals freedom. He goes to the gym every morning, like practically before the sun comes up. He knows everything about like technology, and he makes art. It's like, what?
That's wild.
I know, he's a unicorn. We're all alicorn. We're all alicorns.
We are alicorns. That's right.
Alicorns. Explain alicorn.
A unicorn with wings.
Yes, it's like a Pegasus and a unicorn. Yeah. Alicorn.
You learn something new
every day.
Well, we have an incubator. Rad and I are part of an incubator that we've created, an incubator, should I say, with Brock and Heidi, who's in my living room right now. Hey, Heidi.
Woo, Heidi.
And we're thinking of calling ourselves the Alicorns, because unicorns with wings. Just
unicorns with wings.
Yeah. All right, we are at
do we have time for another story? Are we going to wrap it up and get to our friends?
I don't want to get off the video. I'm having too much of a good time. This is really fun. And we have like 96 people.
I know. I'm having so much fun. Is everybody snoring? Like, give us a thumbs up in X if you're liking it, or stay silent if you're not liking it. No thumbs up. Okay.
I mean, we could do some. There is the possibility, Rad, and again, I don't want to put you on the spot with this. Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable here. We could keep it going. We could both interview Sarah.
You're such a good interviewer, though. Oh, you're so good. I wouldn't want to like mess up the the interview. You're so good. I'm just a comic relief. Maybe not even that, but I don't know.
Oh my God, you're so ridiculous. All right, well, we'll get off the video. We're going to wrap this up, but we might be back tomorrow. Let's see what this looks like this week.
See what this looks like. We got to bring Sarah back for video, because if you have not seen what Sarah's script looks like, she is beautiful. She is beautiful. You can look on her PFP. Sometimes she has her picture, sometimes she doesn't. I would really like Sarah to bring back, and maybe you can talk to her about this, her Disney songs, her Web3 Disney songs.
Sarah, not to put you on the spot, but if you want to go, that might be too. I mean, we could try.
She's like scrambling in a messy bun. What? No.
I'm in my pajamas. If you want to come up and be on video as well, we can send you the StreamYard link. Maybe that might be cool.
That'd be amazing.
103 people right now on the video.
Oh, nice.
Sarah, what say you? Let me bring
Sarah
you up
in a
here.
messy bun is better than me going to prom. Like, I mean, she can't. That girl cannot even look bad. I don't think it's possible.
Sarah's on the stage. Sarah GM.
GM. We
Yep.
can hear you. Good morning.
Okay, sweet. Yay! Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. How do you feel about video?
I get to do video. I wasn't prepared, but
That's totally fine. We don't need to do it.
I mean, okay.
Unless you really want to. I don't want to put anyone on the spot.
Yeah. But I mean, like I was saying, like, I don't think you've had a bad hair day in your life, but.
All right.
I have something to say about Farcaster, though.
Oh,
Amazing.
Please, yes.
Well, here's what.
So I was in the audience and I was like, oh, I want to say this. So Farcaster
Romero, the founder of Farcaster, has nothing to do with the DGen token. So it's like a utility built on top of this little town that is Farcaster.
It's built on base, right? It's on top of base.
Yeah, it's on top of base. But I do realize that DGen is why most people are over there right now. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clarification because I think people think that Farcaster's token is DGen or something. And
Yeah.
So
that's super helpful. Thank you.
It is. So people on the video are saying we can't hear Sarah.
Oh
so,
yeah, I can't hear Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good way. Actually, could we do it where we just put Sarah's audio in front of the speaker? Would that work?
You could probably do that, but let's paraphrase what Sarah said. I'll jump off. You guys start doing the interview. So you want to paraphrase, or do you want me to say what Sarah just said on the video?
Yes, let's
Okay.
do that.
So DGen is not part of Farcaster. It's something that's just been added onto it. Dan Romero has been very clear about saying it's not a Farcaster thing. It's just like another layer on it. And it's a layer built on base. So it's not associated with, it's just another token. It's not associated with Farcaster. So just to be clear, did I do that justice, Sarah? What you said?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Amazing.
got a thumbs up.
All right.
Sarah
I
said
think
it
what we
way
gotta-
better, just so you know. If you were
I think
on
what we
X.
need to do is wrap the live stream. I hate to do this because otherwise
Yeah.
everybody's just going to be staring at my big head and not hearing Sarah very well. So, live stream folks, all 108 of you, thank you so much for joining us. Jump into Twitter, jump into X. We're live on the Timepieces account right now. We're going to continue with Sarah's script, and then we also have Crix joining us a little later as well. And we're going to figure out how we can get on video more often. So
yeah, thanks so much for all the folks that tuned in and were patient with our growing pains. This was not an April Fool's joke.
Nope. Or it could be. You never know.
It could be.
Maybe
It
it's
could
like upside down somewhere streaming. You never know.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to end the stream and we're going to jump into Twitter. But thank you, everybody. We appreciate you.
Okay. Love you.